Yeah, what's up, Simic? No problem for helping out, man. My pleasure. My microphone's messed up. There we go. Alright, there we go. Fix my mic now. Alright. Let's go ahead and close this. Alright. Welcome, people. Alright, comp night. Build that I'm running, I'm probably gonna run most of the night, is all Berserker armor, Berserker weapons, and then dragon accessories, except for the back piece. The back piece is Berserker. Mistburn Relic. So I've got 44% crit with Relic plus Fury. It goes to 94. It's a little high on crit, honestly. Could consider switching this piece to dragon, honestly, just to be a little more effective there. So basically all dragon accessories, and then Berserker left side. Dragon right side, Berserker left side. Demon stance probably. I think we're gonna need the help on strips. Well, we actually are small as fuck. We need stab, probably. Yeah, we need stab. Make sure I run stab. Stabaduski. Alright, no other changes though. I think this is probably going to be the final version. I think. Just make sure I did the calculation on this thing correctly. 1445 plus 250 plus 2250. 2250. Alright, so that's 3945, yeah. So it's probably fine. Let's be good DPS and get on the siege like we're supposed to. Oh, I'm definitely overshooting that. What the hell? Where did that go? Oh, it's hitting in her. Alright, never mind. Put my phone on charge. Boop, 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 boop. At some point I should probably stop max charging this, but I'm just gonna keep sending it until I stop seeing numbers. I need to find a better playlist. I think this playlist, I was listening to it yesterday and I didn't like it that much. Alright, there you go. Let's try this one. Pause. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Grip. That was a grind. Then down to 6 kills. Just me and Frosty cranking. Fucking Frosty, man. Animal. That was disgusting. My stat was actually like quite nice, so I'm gonna go demon. I'll go demon. Let's look at our crit chance, by the way. This is a weird one. 93% crit. That's pretty good. Spur 5. Yeah, over 90% crit's pretty good. Alright, Bum, 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 bum. What's up, party people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. You guys are chilling, enjoying yourselves, having a good day. VOD viewers, there's a lot of you. According to my YouTube analytics, welcome. You are all appreciated as well. Alright, so now I got my full stacks. Let's just do the calc again. The number I was looking for was 1695 ferocity, fully buffed, plus 2250. Alright, so yeah, 3945 power. So if I'm at 3945 power at max, pretty much min-maxed as well as it can get. I think this is pretty well balanced. You know, 19k health, good enough. 44% crit, good enough. 263% ferocity is really good, and the power is the right ratio. So, hello. Song's a little light on the audio. Pump that up a bit. I should all be having this. I can't actually auto attack this. Is it out of range or just straight up I don't like you? Okay. Guess I'll just use my stacks. Auto attack this thing for the stacks. Alright, I guess this is how you do DPS to the objective up there. Alright. Left to right first. It's the etiquette, I believe. Oh. Okay. Bagzillion. $8K dodge, holy. That should be illegal. I've got no boons. Alright. What? You see the arrows coming from the wall? What? What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Guild Wars 2 enjoyers. Vindicator gamers. There's green behind us. Pretty baggy. I wasn't sure where my tag was going. This llama is like definitely toast. Alright. Out of supply. Shit. He intended to get out. What's my power at max stacks of might? 3947. Oh man, it's like perfectly min-maxed. Squid Hollow Stripper, man, come on. Rat strippers, the dream. Sorry to hear that, man. All right. Yoink. All right. What's up, guys? Remember to hit a like on the stream if you don't mind. It really helps out streams that are just getting started, get sent around to YouTube, new people. Hey, coming. I just died. Wow. Grouping up over there. Am I allowed to group up? One of the down leg guy set a port. That made me mad. Mind. Oh, wow, I'm down. Thank you. Guess we're just playing with our food. After you, sir. No beer. They're coming outside gate. All right. You getting hit by siege or something? I'm on res, man. Bad. Bro. What? You're getting sieged. 2 cows on the stairs. Just let us go. Okay. All right. Do. Oh man. I got a dwarf. I think that maybe I should. That's all. Lit up. Yeah, we're just beating the shit out of these guys, I guess. Okay. Fights are a little weird. Let me make sure I have my traits. Or my boon table running otherwise. I would check my might stack, but I'm gonna guess might's good. Do. 4. We're home, the swamp. Yeah, it's a random reshuffle. What's up, party people? Just gonna throw the reminder out there. Please consider hitting a like on the stream if you guys are having fun. I do this every week, usually just twice a week. This week I'm streaming a good bit more. Got some extra time. Honestly, the weather was bad today, so my plans for tonight kind of got canceled. So, oh. This Anya? Hi Anya, I think it's his. I think it's Anya. I think you're in fight, right? I need to add Anya to my list. Alright. Week no showers? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, that immune system's strong. $25k from Spear 5 hits on this NPC, holy shit. All right. All right. Oh shit, man. It's funny actually knowing people in the other alliances now. You hate surprises. Hey, Doc. Welcome, welcome. That damn weather, man. I was supposed to be out tonight, but kind of shuffled plans around, so I'm gonna be out on Sunday. So I'm here for Relink. Woo! This Relink is spicy. Want to know about a surprise you got? Sure, tell me. Hopefully it's a good one, man. Surprises are either good or bad. Paired with mag? Oh, holy smokes, dude. Sorry to hear that. That actually stinks. We got a good link, I think. Lots of action, so I'm happy. Sorry to hear that you got the ugly stepchild of World War World. Redheaded stepchild. Super spicy team chat. I guess yeah, I guess at least team chat's pretty entertaining, but yeah. If you're looking for tag v tag combat, good luck. Good luck. Welcome everybody. You guys having a lovely relink, a lovely Friday, getting ready for the weekend. Got some fun stuff planned. Honestly, this doesn't sound like fun stuff. I'm gonna be building a fireplace tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy working with my hands, and don't get a lot of chances to do like construction kind of stuff around my own house. As long as there's content, you should be all happy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there's a tag running on both teams, then fine. You know, no problem. Outdoor, no, it's gonna be an indoor one. It's gonna be like a fake one, like a faux wall, basically. It's gonna be real. It's real simple. But I'm just looking forward to just, I don't know, doing something with my hands. It's been a little while. So basically, I have a recessed. It's gonna be an indoor fireplace. It's gonna be a recessed wall, fake like electric fireplace. And I'm just gonna build like a frame around it, drywall it, paint it, put a mantle on there, and then throw on some trim on the bottom. All right, let's. Boom. All right. Yeah, creating shit is always good. Yeah, for sure. It's fun. Honestly, it's becoming my favorite kind of extra hobby to do. I want to like actually make some decent tables, learn how to treat wood, make it look very nice. You know, really go the full mile. What's my limiting factor right now is I don't have a lot of equipment, and I'm just now clearing out enough space in my garage to actually start like having like a big wood cutting table, or like a wood cutting bench, and then a table where I can keep all this material and stuff. I actually am starting to get the room back, clearing out stuff. Some leather, all right. Content yet? Where is everybody? Bum, 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 bum. There's definitely like two large groups running around here, but I think we're just not running into each other. Alright, kind of getting big. 34 deep on a Friday night. Actually, are these all people in our guild? I don't know. One line is not from our guild, at least. So it's just like 30. It's pretty good. Honestly, 30 is like the right number for me. I like fighting 30v30. Only problem is that when you have 30 and you guys are not like a super tight defensive 30, yeah, you run into a map queue and then it's kind of rough because you're just losing on numbers at that point. Two minutes on invul. How's our stab looking? We got a firebrand in every group. We have a chrono at least in any group that doesn't have a firebrand. So our stab is good. I can go any legend I want. So we're gonna go strips because their strips are usually pretty bad or low, and we don't have a lot of necros. So demon stance is probably the play right now. So we have one scourge. We got 2 Scourge, we got 1 Necro, which we don't know who he is, so we have basically 2 people who can strip a lot, and then me and Snitzel, and then any of the Spellbreakers. So yeah, we're low. So yeah, strips it is. Strips it is. Endless reinforcing canister. What in tarnation? Some random green guy there. Let's switch playlists to this one. All right. Yeah, that's where I'm at. He said, I don't know how the teams make sense. I don't think there'll be any skirmishes. You won't be first. Or that you won't be first. Oh, because you got matched with Mag. Yeah, they're trying a new algorithm, right? That's this relink is the new algorithm. It feels like our links have a higher concentration of guilds. I don't really know if that means that. I don't really feel like just switching to roamer build just to swap these guys, to be honest. But I don't know if that means it's going to be better or worse or not. Is what I was going to say. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I guess I go roamer build for now until we run into a group. Seems like that's all we're seeing is these little groups trying to siege stuff. So, all right, you said because we won first place at the end of the month, and then they gave us a mag to keep us there. Hold on, let me read that again. You won first place at the end of the month, and they gave you mag. Is that really how the algorithm is supposed to be working, though? To keep you there, isn't it? I don't know. I really don't understand what the matchmaking algorithm is doing. I honestly am not very good with matchmaking algorithms. I don't know. I feel like there's something I don't understand about them. Because let me think about this. If you're winning, ideally speaking, they want to face you against the strongest possible enemy. So why would they give you mag to keep you there, right? Wouldn't they face you against mag? Right? Or, I don't know. This doesn't really make any sense to me. Oh, so you're saying that you're facing mag? Oh, I thought you got linked with the mag, like they're on your side. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So they gave you mag because you had the highest score. Okay, that adds up. Then. When you say linked, are you saying like they're on your team, or are you saying you're facing them on they're on the enemy team? Because if they're linked on your team. Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, so they put him on your team. Doesn't make any sense. So they put him on your team. So who are you fighting? Like what was the like? I mean, I guess they put you against what, first place on the other links or something. I don't know. Algorithms confuse me, I swear. Nope. What are we doing? Is there? We have a map queue and there's nobody here. Like what? What's happening here? Yeah, you have no clue. Yeah, doesn't quite add up to me. And I think it's just because I don't really understand how many shards there are. You know, like idealistically, ain't its job, like if you're thinking about it like just from a like an ideological point of view, their job is to first assess how many players they want at maximum on these shards, and then say, okay, this is like the cap. This is how many active players we want before we put a queue in. Okay, now they did that. Now they have to then see, like, they have to do data analysis on the total player base statistics that they have across World v. World, apply them. There's like all this math and stuff you got to do for time zones and stuff, and thinking about player activity and prime time, and then they come up with like the number of shards that they need, like how many servers in total do they need, right? And I wonder, like, what would I do after that if I was designing this? I'll work with data analysts until they tell me, you know, what are my maximums and averages, and then try and evenly divide people across, right? Hey, Katie. It is a good reset for me so far. Doc, unfortunately, has been paired up with Mag. Right now, there's not really much action so far. I think, oh, actually, it looks like we're gonna start running into people soon. All right. So you said first way you split it up is activity and time zones. Oh, right. You're totally right. So before you do your calculations on player population, you first do the calculation based on each shard on time zone, and then make sure those all get paired evenly, and then also somehow mix in the most popular time zones together with player activity somehow in the non-popular time zones, like middle of the day, overnight. Might be bored. So you guys are having a good reset. Coming down. Cool. Bad at entrance. Stairs. All right. If you guys are having fun, please hit a like on the stream, hit a sub on the channel. We do this every week. All right. You're sharing my stream with my enemies? Oh shit. Welcome, enemies. That's okay. I actually don't mind getting stream sniped. I think it's kind of funny. I don't mind the challenge. Welcome. Welcome, enemies. Ooh, nice. Scrapper crankage. This is a very weird group that we fought there. They're not super tight, so I'm gonna go back Demon's Dens. All is fair in World World. Yeah, that's good. It's actually pretty good. Not a problem. Alright, we're looking pretty good today, guys, so good luck coming and get me. Let's make sure. Okay. Alright. I think we're just PPTing. It sounds like the other teams just quit on us. I hope that's not the case. Alright. No supply, I'm dumb. Oops. Definitely forgot to resume. Am I not streaming vertical? No, not right now. Hey, I'm not streaming vertical right now. I think I'm going to turn it back on my next stream, though. I was just kind of testing to see what the performance difference was between the two streams. And it seems like it's really the same, so it's basically like I have one less stream active, so I'm going to turn it back on. What I was going to say was I made some updates to my community Discord. If you guys are interested. I put a written guide for my Renegade. I'm working on the video, so I thought I would put the written guide here for you guys to review if you guys want to see it. Apparently there's green coming. And of course, on top of that, all my builds are here, recently updated. And you know, helping people out with the game. I've got a channel here where I pinned out all of the interesting things that we kind of talked about here. So hit it up if you guys are interested. Yeah, I think I do get more viewers in the vertical stream, so it's worth putting back on. I was wondering if there was an FPS difference as well, and I don't really think that there is, so just seems like one less stream. RI is done. There's a lot of people who swipe around on YouTube and just catch a stream for like 10 minutes or so. It said that the average view duration on my mobile stream is around like 10-15 minutes. But the view count is like very much higher than the regular streams. So that means that people are at least sticking around, getting a good taste of the stream, so... I was having FPS stutters last stream yesterday, so I was just thinking maybe I'll just or no, not yesterday. Yesterday was when I first turned it off. The stream before that, I had an FPS issue, but I think it's unrelated to that. I think it's add-ons. You know, one thing I never pointed out to anybody is that when you're in demon stance and you use your leap, you can weapon swap to cancel the animation, and it makes you go a little farther. It's kind of a weird little trick. A weird little point in this trick. When I get notified, I got the vertical stream notified and not the other. This is the first time. Yeah, for some reason YouTube prioritizes the vertical stream as the first stream that gets put onto the channel, and then it puts the full size stream. And I wish it would do it the other way, but I couldn't find a way to not make it do that. Because you know, I would prefer if most people are watching on the full size stream, because there's more, you know, you can see the minimap, or not, sorry, not the minimap, the comp, you can see other boon tables and stuff, and it's probably more interesting to watch on average than the mobile stream. So I don't know, I'm still gonna try to figure that out, how to get the notifications to point people to the desktop stream. Tried doing a little googling, couldn't figure it out, but I honestly didn't give it a fair shake. Cool. Cool skin. Do we have content on this map, or are we just, is this a lonely map? Do you have it on the monitor or TV? That's cool. It's weird thinking I'm on TV. Hello, TV. Yeah, that's actually what I do too. According to my statistics, like 90% of my viewers watch on or sorry, like 70 to 80% of my viewers watch on computer, and then the last like 10% or whatever, 10 to 20% is dispersed between mobile and I forget what else. One other thing. To be honest, all those analytics are not very helpful. They don't really help give me any insightful information. It's more interesting than anything, I guess. Take a little sip of my coffee. Nothing like a little bit of coffee at 11 p.m. Alright. I don't think there's any content for us to fight, sadly. How is that the case? Oh, we're red, right? Dee 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 dee. Alright. Skip ahead in this playlist. I'm not liking this song too much. What's up, party people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello, AI. Oh, I should get supplies. Let me stop being an absolute animal. Being a bad example for everybody watching me. Make sure you're getting supply when you can. Oh my god, no. As soon as I get here, they take the last one. Oh, that's what I get for being a good citizen. Trying to help our supply economy. In this economy. Alright. Ding ding ding. Alright, so we're poking blue. But is there somebody on blue actually defending stuff? Bad Zergling. It is true. Maybe the Zergling didn't do their job. That's funny to call myself a Zergling. I like that term, Zergling. We are all Zerglings. Your NX is fucking in the meat over there, bro. He's just down there PvEing. FTL might be on? Okay. I kind of hope they are, because it's looking a little low on the contento. Don't take your Gary. Are you on blue, Katie? So I need to look for a blue Reaper. Target acquired. No, you're not on. Don't give up your position. Oh man. Alright, 5, 4, 5. Oh, I don't have any quickness or something? Yeah, I didn't. One more. No man's advance. Switch weapon. I think I canceled my cast on that by accident. Oh, yeah, not on. Be still. You play a Condi Core Necro? Oh. Yeesh. That's a tough fight, honestly. Condi Core Necro. DD. Boom, boom, boom. You wouldn't play Reaper? Oh, I see. I wouldn't play Reaper, I'd play Condi Necro. Somehow my dyslexia auto-corrected that for you, and I read that the way you intended. I'm an idiot. Condi Reaper is fun. Necromancer is probably one of my favorite Condi specs. It's very flavorful. I've played a bit of Scourge, a bit of Reaper. I enjoyed Reaper when Sally Reaper was a thing. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, Vindy is strong against most things, but anything that has like any reliable CC, and then you can load up the Condi. Yeah, I can get rough on Vindy. Because you have like your burst cleansing, and then if you get caught out before you can get back into your cleansing stance, you get in trouble. Man, nobody's coming. This really is a surprise stream. Where are we going next, boss? And we have 2 people playing Spectre. That's cool. Specteasy. Cool. So many fears. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you get caught in one of those fears and you can't get your cleanse, you just kind of fall apart. So that's kind of the ticket with fighting the Reaper, or really any of the Condi you build as Vindy. You have a time at which you have a lot of Condi cleanse in your weapon set / legend set. So you kind of have to make sure you don't overstay. Yeah, yes, we're coming for your garrison. I told them I want this one. I want this one in particular. I'm looking for a vacation garrison, you know? Somewhere to stay on the weekend. I like this one because it's chilly. Nice and cold. Our garrison is... it's in the desert. Ooh. That Earl. Burning Earl. Rude. We really get it. I guess we're taking this undefended, so I'm gonna go roamer build because I just don't think anybody's coming. I mean, is there action somewhere else that, or is it because they're on EBG and they don't want to move off map? I mean, our home BL is blue. Green BL is... I mean, there's probably nobody on green right now. So it really is just blue. So basically, if blue comes to defend this, you think they will? They probably will. So I'll stay Zerg then. You hope I get a Quaggan legend? Now that is rude. That is actually like a fate crueler than death. You want me to listen to a little fish man whispering in my ear as I use his spells, his busted new spells, because you know new legends always have crazy new shit. Honestly, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to what new stuff are they gonna give us, man? And I want to know. Honestly, I would not mind a Norn legend. A Norn legend sounds cool, and they can do. I don't know. It's not, I don't know what they can do mechanically. I say this every time we talk about this subject because I just don't know what. I just don't know what they would want to add to Revenant, but. Yeah, Rurik is a cool one. I would really like Rurik, but that's because I like the lore implications of Rurik because of the connection Rurik has to the true heir of the Crichton throne or whatever. I always thought that little like lore, the little lore thing was cool. Honestly, I would not mind a Scrit legend. That would be funny. It would be completely off theme. Okay, Tiff just beating the crap out of that guy. It would be completely off theme for the game. I wouldn't mind. I don't like the Quaggan voice, I think. The Scrits, I think, are pretty funny, usually. Which is why I'm kind of sad Antiquary is kind of like getting memed on. Because I think Scrits are cool. The Norn skills would be like animal spirits. Oh man, you just gave me a fucking nut. That sounds so cool. That actually sounds so cool. Channeling animal spirits of the wild. Holy crap. That would be actually so cool, man. Damn. Thematic wise, obviously. And maybe they would give us transformations, right? That would kind of shit on the Norns a bit. I don't know if they would do that. But the Norn racials, but man, that'd be so cool. I would be down for that. Wild spirits, spirit of the wild, whatever. Joko, yeah, Joko would be a cool legend. But the problem with Joko is that the meme with Joko is that he can't die. So if they make Joko a legend, doesn't that implicate that he's like dead in a way that they're not going to bring him back? It would be a very cool legend, personality-wise, flavorful. It could give Revenant a bit of that like undead necromancer stuff. I don't know what utilities-wise they'd give, but yeah, he's dead. You think he's dead? I mean, he's around in the Halloween event, right? So he's like not like dead. His soul is out there in the well, in the mists. Really, we don't actually know what realm he's in. We assume that we really don't know how the world of death and works right now. Do the spirits go to the underworld again? I think they do. He was A by Orain, but you don't think like just because you're eaten by a dragon, you think that you're like for example Maban, right? Like he's dead, but he says in the story, oh, my spirit is tethered to many, realms or whatever, all that nonsense. You don't think that can be the case for some of these other legends? Or sorry, for some of these other characters, not legends. I feel like Joko could be one where he's like trapped in some, I don't know, the Halloween dimension, whatever they call it. I always forget. Mad Realm? What if he's in the Mad Realm or something? It would be pretty cliche if they bring him back again. But I feel like a bomb came from the other realm. Right. Unless he takes Aurene over. Right, because Aurene has his magic. But does that mean... Okay, this is a question that I don't think anybody here can answer. Okay. If, like for example, Balthazar, right? Balthazar and Joko are in the same place. Their magic was absorbed by another creature, both of them being dragons. Balthazar was absorbed by Kralkatorrik. Joko was obviously absorbed by Aurene. Yeah. Yeah, that puts them in a pickle. Yeah, we're PPTing. Come stop us. You have a Joko shrine in your homestead? That's funny. I should go make a homestead, honestly. I never did it. You could go back to the Death Realm. So you're saying that... Okay, so you guys agree with me then. If a creature's magic is eaten, right, on Tyria, their soul still goes to the afterlife, right? And they still go either to the Fissure of Woe, the Realm of Torment, the Underworld, whatever afterlife their soul goes to, right? So technically speaking, Joko and Balthazar could technically still be somewhere, right? Am I wrong? Am I cooked? I would not be surprised if in I don't know, a couple of expansions, maybe 3 more expansions or something, there's like some sort of way they start doing some crazy shit, bring these characters back. They always have that open door. I don't think eating them takes them there. Yeah, that's what I thought. So far, which new spec are you looking forward to the most? Good question, Epi. Right now, let me think before I say. So we know a lot of, I have reviewed Troubadour, Luminary, Gale Shot. I haven't looked at the traits on Antiquary. We'll do that later today. After my guild is done running, we'll just go do it like we did last time. So Troubadour, Ritualist, and Paragon I don't really know much about. Troubadour, Antiquary, and Gale Shot. And then there's Luminary. Hold on, let me pull up the list because I can't remember. I feel like I'm forgetting one. It was 2 elite spec. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, I'm just gonna make tier list maker. That way I can just look at them all. Elite spec. Alright, so alright, so here was my tier list I made last time. I think Gale Shot and Troubadour mechanically and trait-wise look well designed and interesting and have high potential for very fun rotations and mechanics. I have Luminary in C because mechanically it seems cool. You know, the Shroud abilities seem fun. Rotationally, I can see it being a fun rotation. Whoop, I didn't mean to take this again. Let's see. I have a Luminary here because I don't know how it's going to go. The traits are boring. The utilities seem like they're kind of cool, but kind of boring at the same time. So I'm kind of like wondering how this is going to work out. So Gale Shot Luminary, very happy with. Antiquary, I don't know how this is going to work for me. Right now I kind of got it on D. I got Ritualist on a B, and I think it can go all the way to A, you know, matching up with these two. And Paragon, I kind of have, I guess I have like that, really. I think the Ritualist I'm excited for more than Paragon, but I think Paragon is really cool. I need to review the traits on these. So we're going to do the trade review on Antiquary, Paragon, and Ritualist, and then I'll maybe reshuffle these in the end. We'll see. Put that away for now, so I don't forget to do that. Okay. Let me catch up with you party people. I guess technically, but wouldn't that be true of all your legends then? I mean, technically you're right that all of our legends were creatures, but the thing is that these are, some of these are creatures that died in other dimensions, like, well, Jealous Stonehammer, we don't really know if he died. We assume that. Malix was slain in the Realm of Torment, and then the rest of them are from Tyria, right? You agree with Antiquary? Right now, Antiquary is like, you know, I'm not trying to shit on Antiquary or anything. I'm gonna give it a chance. I want there to be one thief spec that I think is fun to play. I want there to be. But I'm gonna be honest, the visuals, they don't work out for me on Antiquary. Oh. Please tell your commander that you do not like them. Joko was the best villain. I enjoyed Joko. I thought his personality was fun. Tag is down. All right. You don't like the guitar smash? I think I like the guitar smash. It's cool, but I just don't think it like really fits on the character. I like the animation. You know, if they made like a Metal Legion specialization or something, and there was a guitar, I would be like, oh, cool. You know, or maybe if it was just on Troubadour, you know, the Troubadour with the guitar, cool. But just randomly like on the Thief, I just don't really get it. You said the live stream. Well, I'll look at the live stream. I haven't actually been able to. Well, I won't watch the entire live stream. I will look at the animations. I'll have it muted, and I'll have the traits open and kind of talk about what maybe I'm thinking. And maybe you guys who have more experience on Thief can let me know some of my questions, because I'm sure that I'm sure I'm not gonna know how some things work because I don't play Thief. So. I'm gonna go roamer build because I think the enemy team is not gonna come defend this. Dude, stop the cap. What's with the gaslighting? Did I haven't seen the Paragon? I have not seen the Paragon. I have not watched the live stream. I've not watched the traits. Anything from today's live stream I've not seen. I'm completely virgin. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna kind of go like see it with you today, basically. Not the live stream. I'm gonna go through all the traits and look at the animations on the live stream. I'm looking forward to the Paragon. You know, I've mentioned it before. The support warrior playstyle. I don't really love it too much. It's a little weird. It's not bad. It's just I don't know. I guess. You know what's one kind of weird? When I think of Paragon, I think of kind of like a Luminary. Because I think of like a frontline, stand behind me archetype. But Luminary is kind of like getting that. And Luminary doesn't even really feel, I don't know, that fantasy scene doesn't feel like great. Paragon was mid-range in Guild Wars 1. Yeah, I know it was mid-range, but like when I think of the Paragon working in this game, I don't know. I just see, I don't know, a mid-range warrior. I don't know. The Paragon and Spellbreaker just have some crossover that I'm worried about, basically. Yeah, goalies that are excited for the Luminary, and well, you know, I'm gonna hold my judgment until the beta, you know, and I actually see how it feels. You know, I didn't think I would like Vindicator when I first saw it all that time ago. I thought the dodge, I thought the idea of getting him a dodge that was different was annoying, but you know, it turned out to be a build that I really enjoyed playing, so we'll see. Professional stealer. Well, yeah. It just has so many clashing themes at once. Let's see. They're all hyped for the random damage reduction? Really? That doesn't seem that very interesting. Oh, PvE tanking? Oh, that doesn't seem... They're excited to play Luminary as a PvE tank. Isn't PvE tanking kind of boring? It's basically just like a DPS, except you don't do as much damage, and your job is just to make sure you don't die, because you have toughness on. Yeah, no, that does not seem cool. I mean, maybe if they're doing like dungeon farming or something, you know, like the old days, but like, who cares, right? Paragon seem underwhelming compared to the blog info. Really? You're imagining a Zerg with Ritualist and 3 spirits out, and the trait that has spirits follow you when you run. You have to go hard time typing. I'm looking forward to Ritualists. I'm looking forward to a more traditional support on Necro. You know, like a maybe more healer type, you know, maybe like a druidish scrapper or something like that. I like those kind of supports more than the half support, half DPS thing that they do. As a tank, you want to do things that aren't tanking? Yeah. You know, tanking is a hard thing to balance, because how do you make tanking fun, you know? Like, other games, they have like tank mechanics and tank swap mechanics that you have to manage, but like, is that really fun? It's just watching a stack and switching whenever you get to a certain number, you know? Rich, looked interesting? Okay. Dude, I got exploded. Okay. Nice. The cards, huh? People are so funny in my Discord, man. Ritual looked fun. We're getting a portal. Wait, what? You're getting a portal, Katie? Damn, I didn't know that. That sounds... Wait, what? Necromancer is getting a second portal? Didn't Scourge give him a portal? What the heck, man? Where's my portal? Where is the damn Revenant portal? Rage. Like a Necro bias added again, man. No spoilers. Yeah, honestly, no spoilers, because we'll look at it together. Huh. So Ritualist is going to have some access to some utility while also healing and booning. Where would they stick portal on Rev? On the new legend, you silly goose. Listen, listen. Okay, you know how we're theorizing that the new legend is like the Cryptus painting woman. What if we just drop like a portal that looks like a big old paint blob? You know, like Mario World or something, like Super Mario 64 when you jump into the paintings. Around the corner to the left, they portaled. Behind. Let's see. That was a tip. Holy crap, that was a 9k Greatsword 4 I just hit on somebody. Holy crap. All right. He said, yeah, but if it's, hold on, let's see. I'm moving. All right, now we're safe. Where would they stick a portal on Rev? On the new legend stance. If they give us a little painting, you know, that'd be really cool. If they don't give us a portal, I don't know what kind of utility they would put on the new stance. Although they don't usually always put big utility on the new stances, do they? Let's think. Dragon stance was boons. Vindy was combat flexibility between two new legends, and Renegade was crowd control plus boons. So what would they give? It's either utility that we don't have core, or it's going to be some sort of play style of I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not a designer. I'm not that creative. If it's a portal, you'll get a useless stuff like 80% of the time. Oh, shit. Okay. Success. Nice damage, man. Josephus is cranking. My boy Shamgar, man. Love it. Love seeing the hollow. Love seeing the hollow. See, in that fight, the Paragon ult might have helped FTO. Yeah. Honestly, the Paragon is going to counter me, since I tend to burst real hard in the beginning. If a good Paragon knows what they're doing, they'll be able to stop me from crushing like half of the people. Shamgar, the WoW player? Yeah, I think he is the same guy. He's in my guild. I think, right? Am I tripping? Is that the same guy? Shamgar does make videos. Am I thinking of the same guy? Shamgar. No, he makes YouTube videos, but like for technical stuff. So I don't think it's the same guy. I think it's the same name. Good damage, man. Love seeing the hollow, dude. Look at these three. Vindy, Hollow, and Untamed. Like the three ugly stepchildren of the DPS meta. I think Untamed is rising out of the ashes now, though. I think most people are putting some respect on the Untamed. This is crazy because I feel like most people would say that Vindy, well, maybe not Vindy, but Hollow and Untamed are not more damage than these other guys. I love DH though. I love having DHs in my Zerg. DHs are so good. Just don't like playing it as much. He used to be in his guild back in the day? Arthas. Wasn't Arthas like an OCX server, right? Sounds familiar. Oh, I thought they exclude NPCs. Hold on. Okay, yeah, his damage is still good on that. Nice, man. Love it. All right. These guys are smaller than us. Good luck, guys. Good luck, party people. Let's do it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I just chased it. I just chased that little core group down and just beat the crap out of them. I'm sorry. Honestly, I was just testing, doing a little bit of limit testing. They're just going way off tag. Sorry. I need like another 5 or 10. Yeah, that veil was not. That veil was not. You know, I want to try Shiro. We could try Shiro. Let's try Shiro. I want to do a Jade Winds combo and see how it's hitting in an actual Zerg. Let's give it a check. Somebody have a report? I'm wondering what the numbers were. Incoming. Good sky. Alright, sorry. Alright, what did that Jade Winds hit for? 7K on somebody? Is that worth? I don't know if that's really worth. So Jade Winds hit for 7K. Is that good enough? It's 40 energy, bro. I feel like I'd just rather have Boom Strip or Vengeful Hammers from the other ones. Yeah, I don't think I like Shiro stance, honestly. I don't think they're coming back. I want to do one more fight, no? They're coming. On the stairs there. Yeah, they're jumping out. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for us. Let me say GG to everybody. Whoops. Yeah, thank you. Always be nice to your supports. Thank you. Give them the old thanks. Without the supports, you can't do damage. That's good. Shiny less. All right. They buff your other minions, basically. All right. Let's go roamer build, I guess. Let's try and poke at these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Need to work on Bale, yeah. Ooh, somebody's actually dead down there. I think we're heading out. Not sure what's happening there. Yo, Simic, what are you doing, brother? He's out there. Simic is a mad lad. I would try and get out there, but open fielding versus that many is asking for a disaster. All right, let me pull up what we're gonna look at for the reveal. Let's see, Reddit. I'm sure it's all there. Okay, I've got the reveal page open, which is useless. Where's the stream? Is the stream on their website? It doesn't look like it, so it's probably under your Twitch. Alright. We gonna try and defend this? We got a couple of us in here, I don't know if we can. Okay, I found the live stream. You skip to when they actually start talking about stuff, and then... Where are the traits? Where are the traits? Where are the traits? Anybody have a post with all the traits put in one place? I don't see it anywhere on Reddit. Okay, I found them. Found it. Okay. Do 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 do. That kid conned you, man. Alright. I can't get to you. Blue's too chonk. Can't fight them. Alright, I got all the media we're gonna look at today. If I can get anyone to fight me, they can come fight me if they want. You're right over here. Alright. Okay, see, they got Antiquary first on the live stream. Alright, scrubbing through this live stream. Okay, I think I got to the part where we want to probably start looking at stuff. Alright, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm just gonna, I think this is it for World of World. Alright, let's just get into the new expansion stuff. I think content's kind of dry. GG's everybody. Everybody we fought, that was fun. Thank you for fighting us. Okay, it's just mutant death. Alright guys, let's lower the synthwave music really low. Let's set the mood, you know? Okay, I'll stop being weird. Let's start looking at some of the new stuff. Let's get my take on it. Let's see what we think. See what you guys think. Let me know. Since we actually have a person who knows about Thief and a person who knows about Necromancer. And I know a bit about Warrior, so I don't think I need help on Warrior. Oh, come on, man. Open this in new tab, and then I guess zoom in. Alright,
I'm gonna follow people, run down the stage, and
I'm just gonna let me mute the stream. Let's just look at the animations on what they've got. Yeah, they're starting in here. Alright, so they've got 2 skills. They have Exalted Hammer. Oh, I tried to pause it there, didn't get it. Okay, Scritch Snatch. So I'm gonna Scritch to pilfer from that enemy. Okay, 1200 range. That's a fucking huge range. What? That not crazy? For steel? Alright, so long range steel, they just used it. Let me see the animation. Alright, just a little bag, just like the art, okay? Smooth animation for a long range steel. It's not like a mark. Damn it. Alright, Forged Surfer. Ah, that's cool. The forged like art, the forged surfing thing. Dash to the okay, it's a well. Dash to the targeted location, dropping bombs. Oh, it's Green Goblin. That's cool. Dash to the targeted location, dropping bombs and that detonate, dealing damage. The further you travel, the more ticks of it. Yeah, it makes sense. It's like Spear 2 or Spear 3 on Rev. You get mines per based on the distance. You can get 3 up to 3. Exalted Hammer. Defensive artifact. What? Oh, really? It's defensive artifacts. Okay. Leap to the targeted. Wait. So you just get like one of each, like a movement skill, defense, and offense, probably. Okay. This is really boring. It's just like a hammer attack. Okay. Half defense, half offense. Oh, okay. So what does he do here when he presses F1? Okay, he steals and he becomes some sort of ley line thing and disappears. All right. Maybe it's just one that's still in production or being developed. So, Metal Legion guitar. Rock out with your cock out, damaging and applying conditions, then slam. So it's a channel. 2-second cast. This is so weird. I mean, it's a good ability, I guess. Can you use it while you run? Can you use it while you're walking around? I hope you can, otherwise it's an awkward ass ability. Uh-oh, he's not moving. That's not a good sign. The animation is goofy. I mean, it looks okay, but it just doesn't make any sense. Why is a thief playing a guitar, man? Ugh, I just can't get over that. I actually can't get over that. Okay, yeah. You're rocking out. Okay, you can move. You can move. That seems pretty good. So it just does several packets of damage and then a stun at the end. That's a lot of time you're just channeling kind of a relatively useless thing. The stun is good, but it's really easy to dodge and predictable. Cool dash. Looks fucking goofy as hell though. It's so buggy. What the hell? That looks so weird on the feet. What the fuck? That looks so cooked. What? No way, man. The animation is okay, but the thing on the feet looks so weird. They need them to animate so that they prop in and out by becoming bigger and smaller. Like they just pop in and out of existence right now, and that looks really stupid. Summon. Oh! What did I just say? Summon what? Summon Cryptus turret. Excuse me? Offensive artifact. Summon a turret. So they're getting Cryptus stuff in one of the legends. Interesting. Or one of the specs, not legends. All right. 8 packets. All right. It's just a turret, Mike. Are you for real? They gave him an engineer turret. Just put random shit. Okay, so you actually summon literally a Cryptus turret, and it does like. How long does this take? 1, 2 seconds, 3 seconds? That's horrible. Okay. Dude, that's like Renegade F3. The Citadel bombardment, like useless, man. Alright, anyway, nobody cares about that one. Alright, what's this next one? What is this? Oh, I missed it. Damn, they really mouse over this for a quarter second. Like, jeez, people, come on. Mist Burn Mortar. Whoa. Mist Burn, that's cool. Offense, shoot an orb that explodes. Okay, for real? It's just a fire field, bro. Okay. Alright, so they put a little poopy field that does fire. It's just a fire field. You can blast with it, I guess. When they announce Quaggan Legend, you will never stop laughing. I swear, Katie, if they give me a Quaggan Legend, you're gonna get a letter from me. Alright, so that's really boring. It's probably for Condi builds. They want to add like some Condi stuff. That's the hammer. Yep. We get it. Yep. Ah, check shield. Or chalk. Place an electrified shield at your position that blocks projectiles. Okay, they gave him Rev Shield 5. But it does damage now. Is that literally what they gave him? Can you move? Okay, no, it's not Rev Shield 5. It's a summonable shield, like more like Sanctuary. So they gave them Sanctuary, but it does damage. A little bit of damage. Okay. It doesn't do much CC or anything like that, but visually, it's a projectile block. Alright, that's really boring. Holy crap, is this boring. These are all... Is this whole thing just about getting different steals? This is all kind of ass. Not for me so far. Alright, break stuns. Dash towards your target, so you can't pick where you go. It's a stun break that takes you toward your target. Okay. Burning enemies around you, and you evade. It's a stun break with a movement skill in it, and 900 range. Holy fuck, that's actually long as fuck range. Damn, a 900 range dash. That's pretty good. That's a good ability on its own. But the problem is that you can't really rely on having it, because it's a steal, right? You have a chance of getting it. Also, what is up with the initiative, bro? It's so fucking weird here. Don't you guys think this initiative looks so weird? What? Okay, well, this is a good ability, but it's a random thing. So summon a Hollow Dancer, taunting, and self-destructs. Dude, what is this, man? Okay, this is like actually just like useless. I mean, it's gonna be flavorful in PvE and stuff, right? But it's like this is not useful in any sort of competitive mode. I mean, the AoE taunt is okay for reducing the damage people are taking. The Hollow Dancer is crazy? You think this is gonna be crazy? This is just... If you have resistance, it doesn't do anything. It'll be good in roaming, of course. Because there can be an F4. Oh, is that why? Okay. I know taunt is a CC like fear. It's good. It's good in PvE, but in like Zerg, it's not gonna be that great because taunt doesn't really do much in Zerg because resist prevents it from doing anything. And right now the meta is to have a lot of resist. So if they nerf resist, then that gets better. But if they nerf resist, a lot of other things get better. So it has potential. Maybe if they add a stun plus taunt or something, maybe. I don't know. That seems too OP then, actually. Wait, I didn't read this. Alright, so you have double-edged abilities. I don't really get this double-edged thing. The whole gambling mechanic, I think, is very, very light. Alright, anti-venom drought. Double edge. Drink an anti-venom potion to heal yourself and remove Condi. You may activate the skill when it's recharging with a chance for the skill to backfire. Oh, I see. Okay. The chance of the backfiring lowers. Yeah, I know. I understand this mechanic. They have this mechanic in a lot of games, like the chance increasing the more you risk, right? So the chance of the skill backfiring lowers as the skill recharges, and the skill cannot backfire when it's completely recharged. Okay, so basically don't do it once every 10 seconds. Or don't do it more than once every 10 seconds. Backfire. You drop the potion. Oh, you slippery fool. The cooldown is increased. Oh shit. By double. That's a big backfire. The cooldown is doubled, and you cannot reactivate until it's up. Oh fuck. Oh, it's a really low heal. So basically, they really want you to make sure that you're managing this backfire mechanic on this heal skill. Because that's really low healing. So they expect you pretty much every 10 seconds they want you to press this. Basically is what they're saying. They're treating your heal like a weapon swap. That's fucking weird. And then if you're in a real pickle, you can try to heal again, but it might cuck you. Oh man, that's so weird. You basically want to backfire? Oh, really? So you want to backfire? Oh, because like the heal is increased so much. So basically they want you to heal once and then press it again in the hope that it backfires. And if it doesn't, you basically got like an extra. The cooldown goes to 14. Really? It says 10 seconds. Am I stupid? Weird. So wait, so if they want you to backfire, like, well, how is this risk management in any way? I don't know. Yeah, it's a 20. It's a 20-second heal cooldown if you misfire it or backfire it. I mean, I don't know. Oh, God, man, this mechanic is already just so ass for me. I don't care about this mechanic already. This backfire thing, I can already tell I don't care. I think it's dumb. No, man. Why is there not a single thief spec that's cool? God, as for a thief is made for people. I don't know. I don't really know what they're going for with this. Just like spammers or something. Like I don't understand what the deal is. Like what are they going for? All right, Stone Summit Cannon. Slippery Fool made you laugh. Glad you liked that. Probably was 20. Maybe backfire adds 10 seconds. Yeah, it just doubles it. All right. It's definitely for spamming, you really think? Like, that's what they designed this shit for? Spammers? Ugh. Great. Another one not for me. I mean, spamming builds are not bad, but this type of spamming just doesn't seem cool. Alright, let's actually finally read this. Summon a Scrit. Fire a Cannon. Do damn. Lose... Oh, inflict Condi. You may reactivate while it's recharging. Yeah, for it to bust. Alright, so it does 3 ticks of 2k. That's a lot. What? 3 ticks of 2k base. That's pretty high, right? 900 range. All right, backfire after a short period. Okay, so basically, if you backfire, it shoots again, damaging and inflicting condis on you and nearby enemies. Okay, so basically, oh, in range of the summoned Scrit. Oh, So you summon the Scrit and then you can walk away from it. It'll blow up there. Very weird. I don't like this either. This is so weird. Man, I don't like this. No! Man, the Antiquary is so weird, man. Damn it. I wanted the Gambler. Why isn't this not Gambit? Where's Gambit? Okay, there's the backfire. That's so boring, okay. Why aren't you throwing playing cards and making them explode? Alright, I'm gonna try and get through this without bitching too much. I'm sure that's annoying. Alright, next we have an emergency Jade Shield. Whoop, pause. Alright, so this is the stun break. 15-second cooldown stun break. It's fine. Alright, break stuns. Summon a Jade Shield that applies barrier. You may activate again to bust. Alright, so normally it's a stun break for 20. Wait, what? You can double stun break. I just realized is this. That's annoying. Why are they giving double stun break to Thief? Of all classes that needs it. Although they only have 2 dodges, so I don't know. Maybe it'll work out balance-wise. Let's not bitch too much. The shield explodes after a short... Okay, so if you bust it... The dealing... Wait, so... Has a chance to backfire, so it's not guaranteed. So there's like some randomness to this. Like, you don't really know if it's gonna backfire or just do like the regular thing. It's maybe if you wanted it to backfire. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this at all. A spammable stun with barriers. This is... Ain't it, you're not cooking. No, bad. The shield explodes, dealing damage, and somehow you still have your own barrier, which doesn't make any damn sense. So you blow up, you gain barrier, you stun break. You deal damage to yourself based on your base health. So you end up losing health. Huh? Does more than double break stun if it doesn't. Yeah, that's true. If it doesn't backfire, you just you stun break 3 times, you have like 9k of barrier. Oh, I don't like this at all, actually. This just seems like an unhealthy mechanics to me. Am I wrong? Doesn't this all scream like bad gameplay philosophies, like all around? Like, there's risk factors to these abilities, but the risk factors don't seem to matter that much. Like, think about it, guys. Worst case scenario, you press it again within the cooldown window and it backfires. That is the worst thing that can happen. You press it again and it backfires. And in this case, you still stun break, you still get barrier. You had barrier from the initial stun break probably. And the only thing you lose is like 5k health and you ended up doing 9k damage to people around you. I mean, like, does that not sound busted to me? I mean, this just seems like it's... I don't know. This seems like unhealthy gameplay mechanics to me. Let's see what it looks like, though. Visual. I saw it was like a blue explosion or something. Okay, green. And then he backfired it there. All right. Yeah. Gosh. Okay, so there's another thing here. Inquest portal device. Shadow step to the target. Oh, sorry. No, it's targeted to the enemy. Shadow step to your enemy, damaging. So you do a packet of damage. You do an invuln to 5 targets in a small radius, and this is spammable. A spammable fucking shadow step. Huh? What is the range? 900 range. Oh, ain't it? Come on, man. You guys cannot be for real. Alright, after shadow stepping... Okay, so if you fuck it up, you still teleport, but you get knocked down for 3 seconds. Okay, that's a long knockdown. It's not bad. I feel like these things need to have longer cooldowns if they backfire. Because 20-second cooldown for this backfire is kind of low. Yeah, man. This all just seems like annoying mosquito bullshit that I'm gonna have to deal with in roaming. Canuck coin toss, our favorite character. Our favorite thirst trap. Good thing you have stun breaks. That's actually true, Doc. You mentioned that. Good thing you have spammable stun breaks. Spammable teleport. If you fuck it up, you have a spammable stun break, and if you fuck that up, your stun break is giving you barrier. What? This is not adding up, man. This is straight up not adding up. Alright, flip a number of enchanted Canuck coins. Gain effects depending on whether they land on head or tails. You may activate the skill while... Okay, yeah. So you throw 3 coins to your Witcher. Heads. Gain initiative and convert condies to boons. Oh wow, isn't that really cool and fun? So they just press this button and they get these 3 things. They just cleanse and gain initiative. Oh, good. And if they didn't get this one, they instead still cleanse, gain less initiative. Dude, what? I mean, okay, well, let's be fair. It has to be reliable. Let me read this again. Flip a number of coins. Gain effects depending on whether all 3 of them landed on the heads or tails. So am I hearing this right? You press this fucking button, and then it'll randomly choose between whether or not you convert boons and conditions 3 times? Is that what I'm hearing? Isn't that busted? So basically, if I press this button, it's like an instant cleanse. It's like at minimum I get 3 cleanses, or at best I get 6 conversions. Oh no, wait, 6 initiative. I'm reading this wrong. It's 3 conversions and 6 initiative. So no matter what, you cleanse 3, but you have a chance of getting more initiative and more, and it switches to boons. Okay, that's still very consistent. There's no gambling on this. All right, so if you backfire it, you get the cursed coins. The backfire strips you, but you still gain initiative. So basically you're guaranteed to gain initiative unless you get the worst outcome. Convert boons onto yourself into conditions. That just sounds so funny. You just turned your stab into fear. Okay, yeah. So you gain initiative, I don't know if that matters, but you always cleanse 3 or you have a chance to convert 3. Damn. That's cool. That's an interesting cleanse mechanic. Those are all tails. Oh no, 2 tails, 1 head. Okay, I see. I feel like the animation on that should get fixed up because that was a little ugly. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I have to actually look at the animation to figure out like what happened to me or no? Nah, not really. You just assume you got 3 cleanses, right? And if you got boons, you're just happy with it. All right, let's keep going. Yeah. Coins. We get it. All right, this is what Katie was mentioning. The Scrit Scuffle. Summon a Scrit. Assistant at your location grants you artifacts every interval as long as you're with your buddy. The Scrit has a chance of giving you a bomb instead of your foe. What the fuck, man? Okay, so all of these are definitely all Scrit inspired. So the Scrit tie-in feels really highly in here, but the Canuck coin doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like that's where the gambling thing is. I feel like they couldn't figure out. I feel like they figured out the mechanics of this first and then added all the theme after, and that's why they have like the gambler plus the Scrit plus the pirate. That's why. But I feel like they focused on the class first, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they have something in mind with the traits before I talk too much shit here. Okay, the bomb blows up in your hands. Launching, that's funny. Launching and damaging both of you. You with the Screet and the enemies around her. Dude, this is such a fucking meme. Are you joking me? This feels like an April Fool's class. Holy crap, that's a lot of script. Oh, so this is the big guy and he gives you the bomb. Hold on. 50-second cooldown. So it's a big well. You're able to spam your artifacts during this. The script has a chance of giving you a bomb. So basically you use your elite and you're just trying to send you're just trying to use your steals, and then eventually you get the bomb. God, what a meme. This is such a stupid class. God. This is so stupid. Okay. Alright, so I kind of like the idea of you spamming out the steals, but some of the steals were not very cool. Most of the steals were not cool. So, not for me. This is so silly. I want a Zerg to use this elite. Yeah, I can totally see this being like a for fun, like a bomb, like literally like a antiquary bomb, you know. All right, let's go to the traits here. I don't really know these traits, so I'm just gonna skip I don't know what they're picking, but dude, you got literally Indiana Jones as the spec icon. Holy shit, man. All right, Trinket Collector. Steals replaces Script Snatch, allowing you to pilfer enemies, random artifacts. All right, you got the guitar. Come on, click through it, click through it. You got 9 of them. Come on, click through it. Right click. Okay. Mistburn Mortar, Shack Shield, Exalted Hammer, Cryptus Turret, Hollow Dancer. The Hollow Dancer has some strike damage on there. It's good to note. Barrier when you use a healing skill. More barrier? What the fuck? That's a lot of barrier on this build. Magpie. Magpie's defense. What is a magpie? Magpie definition. What does that mean? A magpie is a bird. Huh? Oh, I see. Used in similes or comparisons to refer to a person who collects things. Okay, I see. So a collector's defense, basically. New word. Learned a new word. It's a bird. Interesting. Magpie. Fascinating. Scoundrel's Luck. I read that. Okay, he's just clicking randomly through these. Gain initiative whenever you use an artifact. Okay, boring. Just random like upkeep thing. All right, okay, reshuffle. 2 initiative, 5 cooldown. Redraw any artifacts you currently have. Gain access to reshuffle. Oh, F4. Oh, okay, I see. So you were saying this is it. All right, so reshuffle your artifacts. Cleanse 1. Oh, I see. Cleanse whenever you reshuffle, or so basically when you interact with these 4 buttons, you gain 1 cleanse.
RNG mitigation.
Boring. Boring, but probably not bad if you're spamming hard as hell. Which it looks like you're just like a spammer. Like you're just, I think the whole thing is gonna feel like you're like pulling junk out of nowhere and like using it all the time. And I don't really think that's very cool. Oh, I don't mean to, meant to do that. There we go. Split deck. Whenever you pilfer, you are guaranteed to get, okay. I like that. A little bit more reliability. That's pretty good. But again, all the pilfers seem pretty whack. This whole spec is going to be about using these pilfers, and I don't really like them. You know, this spec does have access to a lot of AoE attacks, so there is a chance that this could be like, you know, Zerg usable, but I don't think I'll like it. Thief Renegade. Yeah. Okay, well, that's a really whack trait. I mean, it's not whack, it's good. It probably facilitates a particular gameplay type. Not for me. All right, gain another slot. Oh, cool. So you can gain either shuffle or you can, okay, I like it. Either, so this is like, this first tree here, it feels like it's basically RNG management. The first one gives you a way to reshuffle plus cleansing. The second one gives you a guaranteed type. And the third one here gives you an extra. So it's like, it's basically like giving you another one to spam out, which is interesting. I like the choice. I think the choice feels pretty nice there, trait wise. Again, I don't really know anything about this spec. how it's gonna work, but I like the theme there. It feels like Gale Shot, where they had like certain ideas for each line. Scoundrel's Luck, that's a Han Solo reference. Gain Han Solo's luck when you use your Scrit Snatch. That's Scrit Snatch is your elite, right? No, Scrit Snatch is your steal. Hold on, I actually have the icons here. Hold on, let me pause. Scrit Snatch, yeah, that's your steal. All right, so basically they're saying when you steal, you access double edge without cooldown. Ooh. Interesting. So when you steal, you can backfire for free. That's so fucking broken. What? And it's guaranteed. Gain Scoundrel's Luck when you steal. So you F1, you are guaranteed to double edge without backfiring. Double edge skills on cooldown. Okay. Is it all of them? You're next. No, you're next. Okay. So 1. Okay, you can 1 without backfiring. Okay. That's interesting. I like that. Kind of cool. I don't know how that works out mechanically, rotationally, but I kind of like the idea of choosing one that you want to make sure it doesn't backfire and like weaving it in certain parts of the rotation. It seems cool. Okay, your next double edge skill used on cooldown will always be successful regardless of the cooldown, or if used on Scrit Scuffle, it instead reduces the chance of gaining the bomb. Okay, that's weird. I just don't really care about the elite. I know the elite is just a way to fuel your so basically this whole thing is going to be gaining, like using these trash things. Your elite is going to give you like a way like to burst a bunch of trash things. Your steal is going to give you a chance to refresh or to backfire these things, and then of course refresh these things, and that's kind of like the whole thing, you know. Gain trash, use it, you know, backfire to gain more trash and use it. That's going to be kind of like the theme. I'm not sure I'm not sure I like that. All right, your artifacts have increased effectiveness. All right, so higher damage, more confusion, 1 second longer stun. Come on, go to the next one, bud. This is not that complicated. A few more packets of damage, 2 seconds longer on the shields. A little more damage, a little more healing on the hammer. That's boring. It seems more fun than Deadeye. It does seem more fun than Deadeye, but it still doesn't seem very cool to me. Deadeye is not very interesting at all. At all, really. It's like, it's basically a spec that just auto attacks. Okay, that's boring. Hollow Dancer just gets damage and radius increase. Okay, that's a trait. That's very boring. I don't think I like that trait at all. All right, gain increased damage after using an artifact. Okay, so this one is basically telling you to use an artifact every 10 seconds. This is like a PvE one, probably. Boring. This is probably going to be the best one for Zerging if this is a thing in Zerg, because it's just a free 15% damage buff for just doing your thing. It's not like you're not going to be doing your thing. Are you pilfer after using a certain amount of initiative? Ah, automatic pilfering. That's an interesting mechanic to add in here. Okay, so another way to get more trash. The trait will override any existing artifacts when triggered, though. Ooh, so you got to be really careful with that. Make sure you're always throwing away your crap. This is such a dumb build, man. This is such a stupid spec, man. It's literally like being a professional raccoon. Like, what? It's like just duct taping crap together, blowing it up, throwing it at your enemy. Like, this is the thief spec? What fucking planet am I on? Honestly, the mechanics do seem fun, but the theme is all over the place. Why is it these weird, like, trash inventions, you know? Alright, so you pilfer after spending an initiative for free, basically randomly. Interesting That seems like it could be fun to manage rotationally. PvE probably. All right, artifacts grant, here we go. Artifacts grant barrier and boons. Offensive and defensive artifacts grant different boons. Okay. Offense artifacts grant 5 seconds of resist plus barrier. Damn, that's annoying. That's a lot of boons that they're splashing out. Interesting. Depending on how much trash they're able to actually generate in their rotation, which will also depend on how much initiative they're spending. So I am seeing a Zerg rotation here. I just don't know how good that's going to be. I don't think it's going to be very good. We'll see. Tuning will matter. You pilfer. Oh wait, that's the one that we just read here. Combat high. Combat high. Gain combat high when you use the Scrit Snatch. Increasing. Also, I don't really like that they're calling it when you use your Scrit Snatch. That just sounds weird to me. Increasing your outgoing strike and condi damage. Well, that's boring. It's just a stacking buff. This is PvE for sure. So this is a PvE thing. The boons might be good in World v World. I don't know. Depends on how they do all the balancing. I think this one's the most interesting. The Prodigious Pincher is like a smooth rotation, and the Combat High is kind of like just like a ramping up rotation, which is going to be better in PvE. Lose stacks of Combat High every 2 seconds. Increasing your outgoing. Very odd. This is an odd one. It was named Pilfer before. Yeah, Pilfer, right? All right, I'll be honest. These traits are weird as hell. These traits are fucking weird. They are good. They're weird. It's gonna depend. I can see the rotation. The rotation is basically like whatever your weapon skill priorities are. I don't know them because I don't play Thief. But it's basically gonna be, do you have initiative? Yes. Okay, dump it. Do you have trash? Yes. Okay, make sure you dump it before you have to steal or use your elite, or before you dump 15 energy. If you dump 15 initiative, it's going to refresh if you're using the other rotation. So basically, you have 3 rules. If initiative capped, dump some. If trash available, use it. If steal available, refresh trash. If elite available, use trash. You know, use it as like a burst. Thief weapon priority is just spamming. Yeah, that's true. Basically, you're gonna have one weapon that you use to dump initiative to fuel this, and that's it. This is very weird. Not for me. I don't think I'm gonna like it. It would have to have a really fun rotation in like Zerg DPS for me to like this, because I'm not a Thief Roamer. All right, we got to Paragon. All right, this is what I'm pretty excited for. We got 3 burst bars and an angel wing. Oh shit, here, hello. We got a burst skill, core burst, plus 3 things. Yeah, like unload. Yeah, exactly. Oh, press unload to lose a bit of initiative, you know, to fuel the rest of the thing. It's like, how boring. Oh, we got some tooltip. All right, so we got average bursts, then we got 3 new bursts plus, a 0 out of 10 effectiveness of chance. All right, so you're stacking up these chants. I like that. That feels flavorful. The chant of action. It's a burst, so it's considered a burst. So it actually is going to benefit from all of the burst traits like tactics and stuff. So apply boons to allies in an area. So depending on your stacks of motivation, it costs motivation. Oh, I like that. I like that costs motivation. There's an actual like build spend going on here. Very cool. Holy shit, this actually just got a lot more cool than I was expecting. A lot cooler than I was expecting. Jeez, my English. All right, refrain. After activation, continuously apply boons to allies while removing motivation every ounce of drain. This effect continues until you run out of motivation or another chant is switched on. I see. Okay. Got it. This is cool. All right, so 1 to 3, you got, it costs The cost stays the same, so I'll ignore that. I don't know why they kept putting it, but a little bit of might plus fury, might plus fury, more stack of might. What is different between applies more stacks of might, basically? All right, so that's a boon spammy one. Particularly the combat boons, might and fury. Wait. So chant of action is that. Well, let's see the animation. So you can do it with one burst. Press it. Press it. Okay, I see. So it costs 1 adrenaline, and then it has this like pulsing effect there. Lasts pretty long. Very cool. I like that. Novel tooltips, literal novels. Like, yeah. I mean, that's the power creep of the game right there, boy. Alright, so basically you want to use bursts to keep this like chanting going, right? Oh, this is cool. I like this a lot. I'm excited. I can already tell this is cool. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna like this build. Paragon. Alright, so you got Chant of Recoup, Barrier, Healing, Resist. Ooh, yes, you love to see resist on a fucking support. Nice. I like this. This is cool. 15-second. Oh, I wonder how the rotation works out, but I don't care. I'm gonna believe it's gonna be cool. I believe. Dude, Paragon is hyping me up like crazy. I can't actually wait to play Paragon. Oh, I can't wait. I can't stop thinking about playing Paragon. I'm like thinking like in Zerg. Oh, this is so cool. A stun break. What the fuck? When activated. So swiftness. Okay. So it's just swiftness plus. This one's not as interesting. The Chant of Freedom. A little bit of stab pulsing is good, but it's only when you're at these. Okay. So let's look. So you really want between 7 and 10 stacks for you to be using this one. And then if you're at like 7 to 10 stacks, doesn't really matter which one you're using because they all kind of suck if you're not using the tier 3, 7 to 10 stacks, right? This is so cool. You like some parts, but you won't be playing it. You won't be trying it? No. I'll give it a go in Zerg, you know? I usually like boon supports. Even if they don't do damage. Alright. We got the utilities, their commands. We shall return! 20-second cooldown, heal yourself and an ally. Wait, what? Heal yourself and allies, okay. So healing 4k. Holy fuck. 4k heal, 20-second cooldown. It's a little low, but you're doing AoE healing with cleanse. What is the echo? Heal again and removes Condi on allies after a set interval or if you use a burst. What the fuck? So 3 seconds later you do the heal again. Oh, I see. Heal. So first you do the heal and then you do the echo heal and then the Condi cleanse. Okay. Weird heal. You felt like it seemed mad, Katie? I really like this mechanic of like, I like the idea of like in combat trying to keep my adrenaline high and keeping my motivations between 7 and 10. I think that's what's going to happen. If that is not how it works, then I'm going to be kind of sad. So basically what I'm thinking is your job is to fill your burst bar, making sure you're bursting and keeping your motivation stacks between 7 and 10 and switching between which chant you want to give. So if you want the stab chant or the resist chant, basically touching those two for booning. Then that seems pretty fun. We'll see. All right, so you heal again, little cleanse. All right, interesting. It's fine. It's not like the most interesting heal skill ever. Find their weakness. All right, strike. Okay, so it's a strike and vulnerability. It's really low damage. 10 stacks of vulno. And then an echo. Apply might to allies based on the number of enemies struck after a set interval or after user burst. So what's the rotation here gonna be? Like, you build up your motivation, and then whenever you want to use your utilities, you want to use a utility burst, utility burst, utility burst, utility burst, so that you get the echo instantly. And you don't lose it, right? I guess it doesn't really matter because it's gonna do it later anyway. Yeah, there's no like skill ceiling there. The animations are boring, I will say. The animations are not cool. I like the mechanics. I feel the mechanics are cool, but the animations are a little boring. All right, then you got what? Never surrender. All right, stun break, gain boons. What? The cooldown is increased if you actually use it the way you're supposed to. Okay. What the fuck? Allies around you gain the same boons after the interval or the burst. Damn. So a bit of resistance on your stun break. Oh, my music stopped. Let's pick up another playlist. All right. This is boring. It's just a stun break that provides boons. A little boring utilities. Not super cool. But what can you do with shouts, really? Shouts are not that interesting generally. Brace yourselves. Barrier. Echo barrier again. Wow, that is very boring. Let's just press this to barrier up. Whatever. It's good because barrier plus boons makes it for a good useful support. We'll see how the playstyle works. Seems fun. I think I like this. On your knees. Whoa, buddy. Relax, chief. Jesus, ain't it? Relax, buddy. Damage and apply cripple. 360 radius is pretty big. Again, boring. The utilities are definitely the weakest part of the kit. Not very interesting mechanically. I think all the mechanics they kind of baked into this motivation plus chant plus burst thing. We'll see how this works out with the traits. All right. And then the elite skill, which I'm sure they've been like dying to show us because, you know, the wings. Oh, the wings. Everybody wants the wings. We will never yield. All right. Your health cannot be reduced. Yeah, okay. All right, when you echo, you gain... What? Excuse me? Your health cannot be reduced below 0 after this effect ends, so gain barrier proportionate to your missing health. Okay, I like the mechanic there. I think that's cool. You gain barrier if you stay at low health. And then if you echo, you gain it for how long? Again? For 2 seconds. What the fuck? That's 5 seconds of fucking you can't die? Am I reading that right, guys? This says here, you gain it for 3 seconds, then you gain barrier, and if you echo or interval, it's reduced by 1/3, which is a second off. So you are effectively for 5 seconds, your party can't be killed? That's busted. 5 seconds is a long time. Okay, well that's getting nerfed. That's gonna be like definitely reduced in the World Reworld. Okay. Alright, so even here they went tactics. They pretty much went spellbreaker support build tactics. Alright. Gain access to chanting and command skills. Gain motivation by using a chant. What? Oh. What? Isn't a chant the one that spends it? 2 seconds, your party can't be killed. Yeah, but rebounding, of course, rebound's good. The ability will get rid of GVG fights the last 2 seconds because of initial burst damage. Yeah. I kind of like the idea of them adding this. It's like another thing to play with, but 5 seconds is a long time. I hope they you know, properly tune it. All right, gain access to chant and commands. Gain motivation when you use a chant. I thought a chant was the one that spends it, but okay. Gain motivation when you use your 4th or 5th weapon skills. Oh, interesting. So your offhand skills or 4-5 generally. Oh, it's only 2 seconds for party? Oh. If it's just 2 seconds for the party, that's way different than I interpreted that. Let me read that again. They like barely hover over this tooltip. They're so annoying. Give it a second, guys. Your health. Ah, you're totally right. I read that wrong. Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody relax. Easy. Take it easy. Settle down. Put your emails away. Nobody write their letters saying that. All right. Your health cannot be reduced below 0 for a short period. So for 3 seconds, you cannot be killed. And then when you echo it, your party gets 2 seconds. All right. That makes a lot more fucking sense. And that is way more balanceable. I like it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right. Faith restored. Gain motivation. It doesn't say how many when you use your 4th and 5th skills. Let's see. They're about to do a skill. So they're at 4 somehow. What did they just use and get? Oh, they spent 1. They did a chant there. Yeah, okay, he turned on a chant and it's taking motivations, and then he used Stropo 5 and it added 1. Stropo 4 is add. Okay, so each adds 1. I really like this so far. I really am liking this. Basically, the rule of the game is gonna be staying above 7. And I think that's kind of fun. I don't know. Am I a fucking loser for thinking that's fun? You have an opposite reaction? I mean, I think it's a good ability. 2 seconds is good. I thought 5 seconds is a long time for party. For party invulnerability, I like it. I think it'll mix things up. All right, strike and condi damage dealt to you is reduced, so you're tankier while you have higher motivation. That's cool. Don't worry about your typos, Katie. No problem. All right, so just generally tankier up to what 15% at max stacks. Who cares? That is the most boring trait ever. Okay, calming tongue. So this trait is gain motivations when you gain motivations when you enter combat. If no refrains are active, which is your F2, F3, F4, automatically activate chant of action. So if you go into combat, it just automatically turns on one of your chants for you. Just presses your buttons for you. Ain't loves this shit, man. They love buttons just being pressed for you. There's a more boring trait coming. Oh boy. Gain increased healing power. Oh boy. And concentration. Gain additional healing power and concentration when a refrain is active. Oh boy. Free stats just for having your fucking class mechanic on active. Hey guys, if you have a ranger pet out, you gain 100 ferocity. Holy shit, this is the most communist shit I've ever heard. Are you kidding me? You're just giving fucking stats out? Give us a mechanic here. What? Hey, if you're doing your job, you gain some fucking stats. No way, ain't it? Are you joking? This is Luminary Part 2. Alright, this trait useless. Skip. Yeah. Alright, gain increased movement speed. So you gain, okay, you have swiftness baseline. Oh my god, are you serious? This is the most boring. These two traits suck, guys. No, man. ANET is trolling on the traits. We already have stuff like this. We have Weapon Master. We have stuff like this already. This doesn't help a Paragon. This doesn't help a boon support. All this helps is this helps Paragon not to go Discipline. For roaming. Solo roaming. Oh no, man. This is so boring. Okay, 2 traits down the toilet. Literally down the toilet. The first trait you'll just use all the time, I guess. I mean, you either use the stats or you'll use this motivation thing. But it only works when you first go into combat. So honestly, you'll probably just gain this. In World Rule, you'll probably just take these free stats if you're playing support. And if you're playing DPS, you go this one. God. Whack. Literally whack. Okay. Alright, the top trait. Using a chant reduces the recharge of your other chants by 2 seconds. Holy fuck, is that boring? Isn't the chant your utility skills? Right? Wait, hold on. We're on this one. Whoop. Open image, new tab. Okay, the chants are these. So it's saying using your F2, your F3, or your F4 reduces the other chants by 2 seconds. Holy crap, is that boring. That's some sort of rotational thing. I'll be honest, the class mechanic is like chef's kiss, but the traits are fucking toilet water. No, another passive? Heal yourself and gain adrenaline for each motivation point. Okay, so at least you're gaining one adrenaline? 1 adrenaline? Wait a second. Interesting. It's very boring. It's just a passive. This middle tree so far is ass. So passive stat bonuses, passive adrenaline plus passive healing. This top one over here was automatically activate when you go into combat, gain motivations. Ooh, echoes can trigger a second time. That's pretty good. That means that you can get your elite twice. That's pretty good. It's boring. It is fucking boring. Grant boons to allies when you transition to a different gender. So whenever you switch chants, you gain a lack. So basically, okay, so I see why you want the cooldown reduction now. That's not bad. It's very uncreative, though. So Paragon's gonna give a lack, huh? So Paragon and Bladesworn with a lack now. I don't know if that's good. Strengthening stanzas. These trait names on Paragon are very odd. Now, I mean, whatever. Refrains, so your F2, F3, F4's actives grant boons or grant bonus effects while they're active. Okay, so action, which is Might Fury 1, gives you damage and lifesteal. Okay, that's good. That's a pretty good trait. That's actually really good. But these effects are only for you, obviously. Recoup gives you, so F3 gives you damage reduction. And F4 gives you 50% move speed. That's a lot of move speed. It's basically super speed nearly. So if you're a DPS Paragon or some sort of Diviner Paragon, this top trait is pretty interesting. Or this middle trait, I mean, is interesting. It doesn't seem so good for another passive, by the way. This middle trait here is all passives. They don't really do anything. Enduring refrain. Refrain effects of chance are stronger. The motivations of the refrains are reduced. Really? I thought it was going to be increased. Okay. So the costs are reduced but cannot be reduced below 1. So that if it's 1, it goes to 1. If it's 2, it goes... Or sorry, if it's 1, it stays 1. If it's 2, it goes to 1. This trait does not affect healing gained. Why would they put that part? This trait does not affect healing gained from an invigorating tempo. I guess not to lock you into that trait is why they did that. Refrain effects of chance is stronger. Stacks of might increase. Healing is increased. And then boon duration. This is very good because it's just... so boring. I'll be honest, guys. These traits suck. Paragon traits are ass. The class mechanic is nice. The utilities are boring, but that's fine. I would forgive the utilities for being boring if they gave them good traits that made the playstyles feel fun. And I'll be honest, I didn't see 3 different playstyles here. I saw maybe 1.5 playstyles. So Paragon kind of ended up on a bit of a wet fart. But I'll be honest, the beta could fix this. The beta can fix this real easily. Traits are a really easy thing to fix. Yeah, Ritualist next. I know you've been waiting, Katie. All right, this is a bit of a wet fart. I have hope on it though. So I have that tier list. Let me just do that there. Let me just. Actually, I'll put Antiquary. Nah, it's still D. The Antiquary still sucks. No, it didn't change. I was really hoping my opinion would change after that. Antiquary sucks. All right, let's skip. Let's go to Necro. Okay. Ooh, I like the icon. I like the icon so far. Pretty cool. All right, you got. Let's get the traits out here because I gotta pull them up. Let's see. I'll have them open and I'll go with the video. Let me just continue on the video. All right, Rupture Anguish. Destroy your Spirit of Anguish. Holy fuck. You're just wrecking the guy? You just summon the guy and just say fuck him? That's kind of fucked up. It's very Necromancer. Destroy your Spirit of Anguish, damaging nearby enemies and granting might. Okay, boons plus damage, so that's cool. Some sort of boon hybrid maybe. Fingers crossed. I love boon hybrids, you know me. All right, next. Destroy your Spirit of Wanderlust. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. You just rip them up and then you just like use them. You have them all on D except for Antiquary and Ritualist at B. Okay. Okay. That's fair, honestly. We'll see how the beta works out, to be honest, on this. Alright, destroy your spirit, inflicting fear on a 240 range, 5 enemies, 1.5 fear. Okay. Okay, so you have a CC, you have a DPS guy, a CC one, and then you have like a supporty one. Wait, first one was CC, right? Or DPS, I mean, so damage plus offensive boons, and you have a CC one, and you got Spirit of Preservation, 10-second cooldown, by the way. This is kind of low. Alright, so blow up your boy, suck the boons right out of his soul, give it to your friends. The skill automatically activates when the spirit expires. Huh. You think Rich will be A tier? Okay. We have stability, I know. That's what I was thinking about. This plus stab. Staff, I mean. I like this. This is interesting. Stability plus resistance, you know, resistance is this is like one of the most important boons in the game. For World. Zerging. It is the counter to Chaos Aura. By the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, their nameplates look very different. You guys see that? Question mark? Are we getting a nameplate update? Am I crazy? These look different, right? These nameplates are different? They look nicer. Alright, so he pressed the shroud, which I didn't see what it does. So what's the F1? Just go into shroud? Is that all it does? Aegis resistance stab, yeah. Oh. Oops. Alright, let's just try and follow along what they're doing in the video. Alright, so they shroud in and they got shroud 2. Shroud plus spirit spell. Mark an enemy to take more damage from your summoned creatures. Then summon a spirit of suction. Fires a barrage of projectiles that increased versus, okay. The ritualist does cripple, vuln, plus painful bond. And then the anguish attack is just a bunch of damage packets. Spirit of Anguish. Which one is that? That's F2? Hold on, what? Yeah, that is the F2 one, but okay. I think okay, I think I get it. Okay, each of the shroud skills summons one of them. Hey, what was the cooldown? Hold on, shit, I didn't look. God, they go through this so fast, it's crazy. 12-second cooldown. You press it, and then you just summon your boy. He blasts him. And I assume it just goes on cooldown. You press it, and that's it, right? That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty nice. The fact that they have their cooldowns resetting instantly is so confusing. It's so annoying. What was that? He like marked it or something. Oh, he auto attacked. He auto attacked and then did it again. Okay, okay. Confusing me. So your life force, it's a shroud, right? So you have like an extra health bar. And if I knock you out of it, you lose your spirits. The spirits are only up while in shroud, so pressuring them out of shroud. Yeah, okay. Oh, you answered that exactly as I thought it. You're in my brain, Doc. What the fuck? Look at the icon, by the way. Looks pretty good. The dagger. Okay, 12-second cooldown, short cast time, summon your boy, blast some rope. Your shroud drains when you use it. Okay. Does your shroud drain only when you take damage? Is that a thing? That's how that works, right? No, it's going down right now. It's going down passively as well. Huh. Okay, so your auto attack. Fire a blast of goo that is more powerful for each of your boys you have out. Active spirits will prioritize attacking the last. Okay. Interesting. So it's both. So it has a decay. Okay. Hold on. They're showing the ruptures, and I'm trying to understand what the fuck is happening. So the rupture's not available until you summon one of your guys, I assume, right? So your 2 gets active. So you summon your guy, then you blow him up. That's the rotation. Like when you're ready to leave shroud, you just blow them all up. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. That seems fun, honestly, actually. All right, Wanderlust. Create a powerful blast that damages and dazes enemies. Oh fuck, man. I don't like that already. 20-second cooldown is pretty long. Interesting. He's showing them blow up. Yeah, okay. Wanderlust knocks down enemies and then creates an area. This is a lot of Condi. Chill plus slow, which is an insane combo for CC, and you get knocked down. Can you imagine if you stun break but you don't have a cleanse and then you're slowed plus chill? Oh my god, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's a strong skill. That can get tuned. What does he look like? Summon the guy. So it's a targeted well. So you, oh man, that's good. Fucking hell, that is good. Oh, it pulses it. Okay, I see it then. Okay, that's not, it doesn't do it all at once. So it does a daze, and then he's like, oh, what's up, bros? And then chill, and then vuln, and then weakness, and then slow. Okay, that's not so crazy. Wanderlust knock down enemies, and then, oh, cool. I like if they kept the flavor of the knockdown. That's nice. All right, so that seems pretty good if you're able to keep people in the mess there. Very cool. I like it. It's like a well, basically, but you get it in your shroud. I like it. I like it. That seems fun. I can see some sort of power version of some sort of power weirdo thing for this too. Very cool. I like the visuals. The spirits look cool. Although I'm a sucker for green. Green is my favorite color. Ooh, blast him. I like this. Summoning 2 and 3. That feels cool. I like this a lot. All right, show me 4. This is the healing one. All right, so you when you press it, you splash out boons, and then you wait for your boy, and he just busts out a Condi cleanse, okay, and a heal. Wow, that's really good. Pretty strong. Some very strong tools that you can kind of shuffle through rotationally. Wait, why did he lose half his health when he left Shroud? What happened here? Is that the mechanic? You lose half your health or something? What the fuck happened there? Trying to see. Okay, F5. You and any spirits shadow step. Oh shit. Wait a second, you get a shadow step. I like ye. That's cool. Boom. Oh, that's cool, man. What's the cooldown? 20 seconds? So basically once every time you shroud, or once every time you shroud it, probably maybe once every other time you shroud. I like it. I like it. That's cool. Interesting. This seems fun. Seems buggy though with the AI on the spirits. There's no way that this is gonna work perfectly like right on the get-go. In terms of targeting accurately. Maybe it will though. I don't know. Alright, we got... Oh, that's right. They're getting like spells that are weapons. And that's why it was so weird in the trailer. Resilient weapon. Take reduced damage from strikes and periodically heal. Effectiveness increase while you're low health. Grant this. So basically, if you use this correctly, you gain a lot more from it. Yeah, I definitely see Ritualist has some good stuff. I'll be honest. It's got a lot of tools. It's got a lot of shit here. Kind of cooking. The heal seal looks good. Well, I don't know. Let me read this again. Take reduced damage from strikes and periodically heal. Gain, yeah. Effectiveness increase when you're low health. Grant this to allies, yeah. It's an interesting heal. It actually is a heal that does something. It actually might be part of your rotation. Alright, splinter your weapon. Splinter weapon. Your strikes will trigger an additional strike on nearby enemies. Ooh. So it's like impossible odds. Impossible odds, but for Ritualist. I like ye. That's cool. Ally stacks 3. Your strikes will try. Ah, I love this. I love that they're giving like weapon buffs to your allies. This is very good, Lord One Ritualist. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. I'm hype. I'm actually hype. I didn't like Harbinger, but this is looking good. Nightmare weapon. Your strikes steal life from enemies and inflict vuln. Okay, this is less interesting. Life steal flavor. Nightmare weapon. Your strikes steal life. Oh, that's the same one. Remedy spell or weapon spell. Okay, periodically remove Condis. Healing for each Condi removed. Grant this effect. Ooh, okay. So it's like a passive pulsing. Very interesting. Cool. Weapon of warding. Block attacks, gain protection when the last stack is removed. Grant fewer stacks of this to nearby allies. Stun break plus block. Wow, interesting. A stun break that gives block. Does it give it to allies though? No, it doesn't. Grant fewer. So this is a self thing. This is just your stun break, basically. 30-second cooldown is a bit long. I'll be honest on that. But okay. Zinray. Who the hell is Zinray? Hold on. Wait a second. Who was to wiki? Who the fuck is Zinray? Zinray's Wharf, huh? Zinray was the daughter of Zico and Tanison. Following the Jade Wind, she traveled to Dragon's End to inspect the magics following Shiro's attack. Okay, just some random guy. Actually, just some random person. This seems not like a relevant person in the lore. Alright. Guild Wars 1 is wild. Oh, Guild Wars 1 wiki. Oh, you're right, actually. I do need to check the Guild Wars 1 wiki. Ooh. You're totally right. Zinray. Who the fuck is Zinray? Zinray's weapon. Zinray's revenge. So it's just one of the old skills. I thought maybe it was a lore character, but no, it's just one of the skills. Ugh, that sucks. I thought maybe there was some cool lore character I just learned about. Alright. Zinray's weapon. When you take damage over a percent of your When you take damage over a percentage of your maximum health. What is the percentage? What does that even mean? 5%. Okay. Jesus, why they word this so weird. When you take 5% of your max health and damage, heal for the difference, then steal life from that foe. Huh? How does that make any sense to me? It's also a stun break. What? When you take damage over 5% of your health, heal for the difference. Oh, okay. So if you take a 10% hit, you heal 5%. Then steal life from that same foe. Grant fewer stacks of this. Stability, by the way. Weird. I feel like this is not that good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's a 75-second cooldown with only 4 seconds of stab. Wait, am I reading this right? So you press this for 6 seconds. Any damage you take, you heal and lifesteal. So it's like a defensive thing. You gain 1 stack of 4 seconds of stability, which is really bad. You give this to 5 allies. You get fewer stacks of this. Oh, okay, so it's ally stun break plus like 1 stack of this. That doesn't seem so good. Because you don't even give them the stability, you only give them the stun break plus the weapon enchant. The stability is for you. The life siphon thing is for you. This kind of sucks. Am I crazy? You guys think this sucks or what? How is this gonna work? This seems very weak. This feels very much like Renegade Elite. You guys know Renegade Elite? It's like kind of bad. This feels like Renegade Elite. You summon an Elite and you just give people like a chance to do life steal, and nobody ever uses this ability. It's kind of shit. So this feels like that, where it's like an ability nobody really uses. Spike skill. I don't know, we'll see. You know, the ritualist mains, you know, the Katie's out there in the world tell me how this works. I wish that the Elite was cooler, but we'll see how it works. Alright. Death Shroud is replaced with the Ritualist Shroud. Spirits are created by Shroud skills who persist until you leave. After performing their initial attacks, spirits will periodically attack enemies every 3 seconds. Yep, makes sense. Gain life force when you summon a creature. Boring. Just a passive to fuel some, you know, mechanic in the class. They kind of skipped some traits there, didn't you, Chief? There we go. Okay, Ruptured Souls. Gain access to secured ruptured... What? Gain access to spirit rupture skills. Oh, these F2, F2, F4. Allowing you to destroy spirits. Okay. Basically, this is also a passive that gives you those buttons. Spirits teleport to you before they perform their auto attack. Oh, that's pretty good. You think that the elite is good for the stun break and stability only. Yeah, but Katie, I don't know if you noticed, the stability is only for you. I don't think you give that stability to your allies, and it's only one stack, so I don't think it's really good for that. The stun break is good, and the life steal, like, you know, reflect damage thing is good. Spirits teleport before the auto attack. Let me see how that works. Hold on, I want to see the mechanically work. Come on, come on. So if he walks away, it keeps coming to you. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for roaming, probably. Or high mobility stuff. Okay, heal and remove conditions from allies whenever you summon a creature. That's boring. Alright, okay, passive just nonsense whenever you press buttons that summon something. When you summon a creature, deal damage to enemies around that creature. Oh, wow, that is also boring. You don't care about your allies, you bastard. Oh man, these two traits here are a little boring. So basically your summons do a little burst, your summons heal, or your summons teleport to you. That's fine. A Zerg of ritualists, holy fuck. The spirits are coming, the spirits! Wielder's Remedy. Weapons skills, remove conditions. Ah, that's good. So all of your utilities basically also cleanse. That's not bad. Grant boons to allies whenever you summon. Quickness, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck, man? They're giving quickness to this fucking ritualist? Holy schmoly. That's pretty good. So what was this? So cleansing when you use your utils, or booning, the boon spam. By the way, 8 stacks of might whenever you summon a spirit. It's insane. I like the quick. That's good. Cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Your spirits deal more damage and their healing is increased, dude. This cannot be the more boring. But I understand it. It's because they want one trait line to be like the DPS trait line. But so that means if you go the DPS route, so the bottom traits are DPS, the middle traits are like healing, and the top traits are utility for your pets, right? Yeah. No, your top traits are random right now, so there's no theme on the top traits yet. So the middle is like booning and healing, the bottom is DPSing, and the top is random bullshit. Alright, next one. Okay, so the top one is really more about weapon skills, or your utilities. Allies effective receive the full benefit of weapon spells. Ah, the full benefit. So now what does that mean? Hold on, go to a weapon spell, my friend. Just want to see one. Having a quick heal might be interesting. Huh. Well, he doesn't really say what the the full benefit means. Hold on. I actually like that they're making it feasible to do damage or support. Yeah. I was hoping they would. I was hoping they would not force it to be like a booner or a DPSer or a healer specifically. Alright, spirits persists when you shroud or when you leave shroud, but continue to suck you dry. During this time, the spirits attack faster. Holy shit. They suck you down and they fucking hit faster. Life force that is gained during this time will not be consumed by spirits. Okay, I kind of thought that was probably how that was going to work out, because otherwise, if you have enough life force, you just keep them sucking the whole time. Which would be cool, but I think would be hard to balance. All right, cool. I like it, Man, and the ritualist is probably the right now. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think it. Ritualist is coming up here. It's got potential. I think I would like this, to be honest. It's gonna be fun to mess around with this. The first spirit skill you use recharges instantly. Oh, that's cool. I like that soul twisting. So either they suck you dry and have extra duration, or you get to double up on one spirit, or you get weapon skill bonuses. Nice. Very cool. I like it. Not gonna lie, this was a bit of the underdog for me. I was looking forward to it because I like with the Guild Wars 1 ritualist skills when I was looking at it. But this is cool. I like it. It actually seems like a support I'd play. I like it. I can see this being like a renegade kind of thing, you know, like a boon support or like a boon DPS. You can kind of choose if you want to go boon heal or boon DPS. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm into it, you know. Very cool. Very cool. Ritualist is cooking. So hold on, they said the full effect. What does that mean again? When you take damage over a percentage, you heal the difference, then steal grant fewer stacks. Oh, the full effect is the amount of stacks. Oh, that's very boring. That trait sucks. That weapon trait is not cool. They should make that more interesting. Or make the mechanic more interesting. Yeah, you think it's strong? Yeah, I agree. It looks strong. The gameplay looks fun. It's like Paragon. Like it has like a nice rhythm. It seems to be shooting for. The interactions in the trait and the utilities is way cooler than Paragon. That's what it has over Paragon for me right now. It's up there with Gale Shot. I think Gale Shot has cooler traits in terms of interaction, like very slightly than this. But this is up there, man. I'm surprised. So, right now, this is my list. I am gonna I'll do it like this. I think Paragon is cooler than Luminary. But nah, I think they're too close. It's like very tied. So I think I'll put them probably like this. I think Gale Shot, Ritualist, Chubidubi. Chubidubi looks cool. Yeah, this is how I'll put it. And then we have, of course, the Revenant is going to be S tier. You know, we all know it. Engineer is going to be it's going to be B, and then Elementalist is going to be F. We all know it. Nobody cares about Elementalist at all. All right, that was cool. Man, Antiquary is in such a sad spot. I don't know what to do about it. Right now, Antiquary is in last place for me. Sad about it. Quaggan Rev is S tier. No, I swear, if we get Cryptus Rev, Cryptus, Tengu, I'll even put Pirate in there. I'll be happy. If we get a fucking Quaggan, if we get another human, if we get also let me put Char up here, dude. If I get a Char legend, or sorry, a Norn legend, I'm good with that. If I get a Quaggan, a human, or a Char, I'll be hella bored. I'll be extremely bored. Then it goes S tier, or like F tier. What other legend would I not want? But let's hold on. Let's look at the Tyrian Alliance again. Although honestly, the Tyrian Alliance, what? Tyrian Alliance, yours, dude. Tyrian Alliance, I'm not sure is really going to be an influence on the Rev Legend because it's a legend, right? The Cryptus could be the Astral Ward. The Code Lowland Coden could be something. The Norn. Humans are boring. The Char are kind of out because they are already the Luminary one, so I'm gonna assume that's out on that chart. So I'm gonna assume Char is probably not in there. Skrit. Where would I put Skrit? I would put Skrit S tier. I think it's funny enough that I would put Skrit at the top. Hylic would be F tier. I do not want any frogs. Sorry. Hylic Itzel. What else? Coden. I would like Coden. I'll be honest. I think Coden is cool. What else? I think that's all of them, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is where I would do it. So if we get a Cryptus, a Tengu, a Pirate, a Norn, a Skrit, or a Coden, the Rev is gonna be S tier for me. If we get a Quaggan, another human, unless it's a very cool human in lore, like Vizier Kilbran. I don't know if you guys saw that, by the way. Vizier Kilbran, yours too. Some people were saying that they think that Vizier Kilbran could potentially be the legend, you know, because of this like goofy ass looking helmet. You see how this helmet has this like these lines, you know? It's kind of a stretch, I'll be honest. But it does kind of share a bit of like thematic look with this. So if this is Vizier Kilbran, I'll just put Kilbran up here. That's S. If it's any other human, let's see, what other human? Rurik, Lord Ogden. Oh, wait, is it Audrin? Audrin. Audrin? I think it's Audrin like that. Rurik, Lord Audrin. Is there any other? What else? Who else would be cool? That is a human. I mean, we got air, but I'm gonna leave that in Norn. What if it's the Sylvari and I get the Pale Tree? Ooh, that'd be crazy. There's no way they're doing that though. I can't wait for them to expand on the Pale Tree thing. Is there any other? I don't know. I can't think of any other humans. Maybe Malcor? Doesn't that sound crazy, Malcor? Am I dumb for saying Malcor? Ooh, Mad King. Mad King would be a good one. Mad King. You got Joko. Putting these in the wrong part. Yeah. The Mad King would be a good one. Like the audio files, like the sound files, the voice lines, I should say. They would be cool. All right, Joko, Mad King, Malcor, Audrin, Kilbran, Rurik. Man, there's got to be something I'm missing out. I feel like there's a character I was just thinking about and forgetting. Who's a human? Who was a human? Who was an interesting human I was rethinking about recently? Let me put down here most humans. Most human. I think this is what I would want. I'm just gonna stop here. All right, and I think it's almost in order of how badly I want to. Almost barely, like these the bottom ones. I might want more of these top ones, but I want a Cryptus. I want a Norn. I want a Coden, Kilbran, Rurik, Lord Audrin, Malcor, then Mad King and Joko. Those are my picks. Gwen Thackeray. I don't know. Do I care about Gwen Thackeray that much? Let me think of again. Gwen Thackeray. There was one. I know she was the little girl that grows up and she kind of has like a horrific life in prophecies. She's a mesmer. Nah, I don't know if Gwen Thackeray would be that interesting. She's just like some, you know, Ascalonian human who went through a lot. Yeah, Gwen's a little boring to me. It's a bit too like normal human. Yeah, like if they do that, that would feel kind of odd. Kilbron would be cool because it would be a lich. You know, he's a lich, right? So that could give us some of that undead vibes we're looking for with the Kilbron stuff. Is Vizier Kilbron about to make a comeback? What? Hold on. What? We just like stumbled upon something? The Vizier's Tower stands defiant in the Straits of Devastation. Atop this tower is a statue of an unnamed Bersot. That's been there since launch, bro. The tower is named after Vizier Kilbron. Obviously, yes, we know that. Is he the former fellow? Yep, we do think that. We do think he was a member of the court, right? Is that what we're suspicious of? We left the Scepter of Ore in the hands of a spirit within the realm of torment. I'm intrigued. The three white mantle spirits remark that the scepter will let them control their destinies. There has been criticism about the anticlimactic nature of the release. It's fair, yet I wonder what if Iscaron's remarks to Livia about the Scepter's history foreshadow the return of Kilbron. Dude, what if it's Kilbron? Dude, what if it is Kilbron? Hold on, what kind of powers did Kilbron have? He was a lich. Hold on, bro. I'm actually getting kind of into it. Kind of believing it. What kind of powers did he have? Really just like undead powers, right? That's kind of mostly it. Hold on. Okay, to date, several prominent figures from Guildlord's Run have returned. Others remain Shiro, Malik, Legends. Curiously, Menzies and Kilbron are absent. It's unclear what Kilbron would if the Revan Legends are anything to go by, this suggests that Kilbron has a part to play in unfolding events. So we got the Scepter. The Wizards mentioned the Scepter Legavo can influence wielders. It appears to have done as much to Livia. What if this influence perceived as whispers by wielders would be wielders of the would-be wielders of Legavo is the work of many spellcasters who have formerly used it to cast magic. Okay, that's a bit of an assumption, bro. From like nowhere. The Scepter has captured and retained their essence. Could it be that Kilbron's essence is in the Scepter? Nah, that's... I mean, if they do that, it's a very lazy way to bring him back. Where will this go? We're losing the Scepter. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Curiously, Menzies and Kilbron absent. That would be the only curious... That would only be curious if the list of Revenant Legends was way more comprehensive. Exactly. This is all confirmation bias on this guy, by the way. I would like to believe it. I would like to believe that Kilbron is coming to the story, and he spelled it wrong, I think. Yeah, he missed an I. But I don't buy it. Yeah, this guy says for the Scepter part, you're just speculating like crazy hard. The Vizier's Tower. I'm pretty sure that Mersat bust that guy I was talking about has been there since launch. In fact, I kind of want to go check it. Let's go to that tower. I haven't looked at that in a long time. I have to do that. I have to do a jumping puzzle there or something, I think, recently. By recently, I mean like a long ass time ago. I don't remember why. Why did I have to go there? It wasn't for any of these legendaries. Incinerator, maybe the spear? No, I got the... Yeah, I don't know why. Why did I have to come back here for what? Shark's Teeth Archipelago. Alright, let's check it out. Somewhere over here, right? Yeah, it's like right here, I think. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's right there. So it is a puzzle. I think it starts on this side. It's one of the oldest puzzles I remember doing. Ooh. Actually, 3 people here doing something. Oh, with a level 4 mastery guy. That's cool. It's like a new player. Sweet. All right. Let's go look at that Mersat bust. How do you start this puzzle again? I wonder if you can cheese this one, by the way. You probably could. Huh. This door is blocked. I thought you could see through it for a second. You get to jump on these trees, I guess. Maybe not. Just start on that side, I guess. I mean, you can totally cheese this, by the way, because I can just mount. Yeah, so you're supposed to start over here. So you're just supposed to start on this thing. Huh. And then the puzzle starts, okay. Put on a Wayfinder relic so I don't just fall down. Alright. He says as he falls down. Genius. That's what I get for looking at my monitor. Where are you supposed to go? It's over here. Bum 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 bum. So if we get a Lich as a legend, what kind of powers would we get? Like minion summons? I kind of hope we don't get some minion summons. Be real. I don't really want minion summons. Here it is. Broken Mersat statue. It doesn't even look like a Mersat, by the way. This crumbling statue is too decayed to truly portray the elegance and horror of the being it represents. Examine more closely. Some of the scars in the stone look to have been made by a blade rather than eroded by time, as if somebody in the throes of anger struck it with a sword. So this is Vizier Kilbrand's tower. It's a hero challenge. Zaitan. Whoa. Cool. All right, there's a book here, The Dusty, clearly abandoned. The title reads The Vizier of the Tower, Benevolence or Madness. Scrawled inside as the cover is the property of Mullen, esteemed explorer. You think Lich is too much like Malix? I mean, demons and liches are a little different. Alright, the Vizier's decision to read from the Lost Scrolls to defeat the invading Char has been seen as noble by some and deranged by others. Many scholars claim that a Char victory in Ur would have been preferable to the nation's complete destruction. I agree. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. Others argue that, under the circumstances, the Vizier could have made no other decision, and the outcome of the spell could not have been foreseen. The author believes that the Vizier, though powerful and at times wise, was clearly insane. The tower stands in the dark valley of the recently risen ore. Yeah, that is the thing, is how do you make a Lich legend without without dipping too far into Necromancer? I don't know. This book is not sold. Oh, this book is not as old as the relics around it. Many of the pages have been torn out, and the title reads "Logs of the Orient Expedition" by this person. I've arrived at the tower. I begin to accept that I may not survive. I see all of these awful statues. Some shred of information of the terrible mishap, perhaps maybe a glimpse into the life of the Vizier who wrought the destruction of the ore. Nothing really important in here. Let me get my chest. So pretty cool. There's a mural of Abaddon here. I always thought this was cool. I wish they made it nicer to like more detailed, because the art looks cool and can't really see it very well. But it says the mural of Forgotten God Abaddon is a weathered and aged, marred by water damage. Ironic, but his eyes seem to glitter with icy cunning, and his countenance is still suffocatingly imposing. I don't know. Kilbrun could come to the story, but just not enough connections for it. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I think we're chilling. I think this will be where we end the stream for today. Let's just do a little vista viewing. Yeah, Kilbrun was all about ore. It's true. All right, guys. Good stream, everybody. I'll see you guys on Monday. Random YOLO stream for today. Kind of didn't expect me to be around. You wonder if remaking old zones for an expansion would be cool? You know, I have thought of that, and I would be open to them doing it, but only if they choose a couple of zones specifically. But I just don't know how it would work, because I mean, they would have to be very careful about the implementation of it because of the phasing and some of the objectives being tied to old events, you know, like some of the legendary collections and stuff. So I don't know. They would have to be very careful, and it would probably take a lot of work, but I would be open to it. A new ore would be cool. Maybe a raw expanded, you know. Like if you look at the map, they could give us, you know, like this area, you know, the Scavenger's Causeway is quite interesting, you know, this area here. They can give us a, you know, a map here. They can recontextualize a bit of a raw, you know, if they want to give us an expansion where we are kind of exploring this area and figuring out what was learned in the previous Elder Dragon cycles and stuff. There's a lot they could do here. You know, they can give us maps like right next to zones that are already here, and maybe kind of give us like a little bit of that feel, you know, like maybe a map right between the two here. You know, you have a map right here in the Steam Spur Mountains that's between these two. Maybe this could be like the entrance to like some underground map or something, which shows you if you go into the Tyria underground area, whatever. They have some options, you know. I don't think they have to go and remake a map yet. I don't think they're there. Like, WoW needed it because they were like, the way that they were developing the game, they were kind of getting themselves into trouble, basically. They have a lot they can do. still. Like they have a lot of Maguma they can show us. They have a bit of Janthir they can show us. They have the depths of Tyria, of course, which is just be like the same map but underground. You know, they can be like underground South Zone or underground Mount Maelstrom. You know, they can use that map but add like an underground layer, and that way they're like reusing the map, quote unquote. But basically, they have a chance to make a new one. You know, that'd be cool. They have a lot of opportunity. And that's what I'm looking forward to. They have a lot of opportunity with this game. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta run. It is late. Oh, I'm still breakdancing. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday. You guys have a lovely weekend. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Drink water. Eat well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bum, 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 bum.